morning, sports fans. ASMR Sports back with you. Today we've got some hobby basketball action, draft as it may be. This is actually something I've been looking forward to opening since it came out, because it's got Wanyama's, I think probably most prominent rookies for the moment. Victor Wanyama's the kind of hottest thing in basketball right now. He's a rookie that is 25 feet tall, and was thought to be a generational talent before he was ever in the league. I think he had kind of a somewhat slower start than one would hope for in his kind of rookie league, or I don't know what they call it. There's like a kind of a preseason league that they do in the NBA, that some of the kind of new players and probably some of the, I don't know how it works actually, but I'm guessing it's mostly for like guys that need to get work in if they're veterans, and then newer players and established guys don't really play too much in it, but maybe at the very end. But anyways, Wanyama played in that, and a lot of people opined that he was not looking like a huge immediate impact type of player, and they used him quite sparingly when this year's NBA season started. So did have some pretty good performances for chunks of certain games, but then about a week ago put in a 38-point performance, which was like the biggest rookie point total for a San Antonio Spur ever. So not too bad when David Robinson is one of the rookies in your organization's history. So anyways, Victor Wanyama is definitely very hot right now in sports cards, where very little else is hot except a handful of football players who are doing really well in their rookies. So anyways, I don't know. So we knew Wanyama was going to be kind of a big driver of basketball products for 2023, but because he's started to do really well very recently, it's become, I think, even more of a potential phenomenon. But anyways, I could not find any Prizm draft in retail outlets, even though I think Hobby's been out for a couple weeks now, and I didn't really want to go and order some of this stuff, but my distributor allocated one box of this to me, and I just went and got that today. So thought I'd open it up. I would imagine these things are maybe up a little bit in price since when they came out, but maybe not. For those of you unfamiliar with basketball cards, each year there are a few different draft pick products. So they will have players that have been most recently drafted, and they will be in their college uniforms, or as in this case, in airbrushed out non-uniforms basically. And so these are the first cards we'll see of the guys who were drafted in 2023, and then they have some old school, or they have veteran players but in their college uniforms in these kind of products as well. So there's a few different draft pick products out in basketball, and they come out sooner than most NBA cards. So it's the first chance to see cards of certain players like Wanyama and other members of the 2023 draft class. It's kind of all we have for right now, but then eventually other basketball card products will come out with NBA logos, licensing, and then the cards that are in here will kind of be useless, but I wouldn't say useless, but their value will go way down. So it's kind of like if you get something good, you kind of got to get rid of it. While there's a bit of hype behind the products, the cards in here, and not any competition from more established NBA products like, regular, like Prizm NBA or Optic NBA or Select. So, so this is kind of a, I don't know, a bit of a sugar high sort of product. And if you get something really good, you probably ought to sell it while there's hype. But it is fun to get cards of some of these guys for the first time. So we're looking for Wanyama pretty much. Primarily, I see there's one backwards card, and let me just see what we've got in terms of autos guaranteed, if any. I feel like usually there's one or two autos and stuff like this, but it doesn't actually say anything. It just says find 4 silver prisms per box on it, which is like kind of a silly thing to say because, you'd at least want some color out of something, not just a silver prism of somebody. Here we go, Aaron Bradshaw. There's Kyrie, now with the Mavericks, of course. Tiger Campbell. Trey Johnson. Kawhi, so another veteran, in his college uni. We got a backwards card, so not sure what that could be, but hopefully it's an auto. Anthony Black. There's KD in the Hyper Prizm. We got a red. So it's a base red. Regular red Prizm, not a, red ruby or red shimmer or anything like that. And that is going to be numbered to 299. Jimmy Buckets. So kind of cool in there, but the veterans in this stuff are not really going to have much value. Brandon Miller. And a Kawhi base. Alright, so let's see here. CZR. Oh wow, interesting. Okay, did not expect that. So Cassie Russell is like a old school player. I think didn't he play like in the 60s? In the NBA, so this was like probably, before then even, so let's see. Oh wow, he was the first overall in the NBA. Wow, so this is like a really old school player. Okay, so let's see, NCAA Player of the Year in 65, 66, so I guess he was like kind of a late 60s and then 70s NBA player, but wow, you don't expect to get something like that in a draft product, but it's kind of fun. I would certainly prefer Wembanyama, but I think more likely you'd get, one of the crappier draft, selections in an auto if you were to get a current player auto. So getting something like this actually is probably a lot better than a lot of the alternatives. I don't know, what the market is for his autographs at this point, but it's a pretty neat looking card, I gotta say. It's got a nice autograph too. Alright, we got a blue shimmer. Not a shimmer, what are they? Oh man, a blue wave, I think that's called. Alright, Taylor Hendricks. Jordan Hawkins. Dwayne Wade. John Morant. With Murray State. And we got a purple ice, so this should be numbered. And we maybe have another autograph. How do I want to do this? I'm just going to take it off camera real quick. Okay, so Bryce Sensabaugh. I don't know anything about him. That's numbered to 149. So pretty cool there. There's a silver Prizm. Turquavion. Probably Turcavion. Smith. Mattis Buzelis. Hyper Prizm. And then we got the blue wave. It's gonna be Cam Whitmore. I don't know if that'll be numbered. I think that might be numbered. Yeah, to 249. So a lot of numbered stuff coming out of this, which is pretty nice. All right, second auto. I feel like we might get 4 autos. I usually these draft products, at least for baseball, there's a mountain of autographs in them. I think that's true of football. I feel like there's at least 2 autos in football draft, but it doesn't say anything about it on the box. Kind of weird. So, second auto, Desmond Cambridge for the Sun Devils. Not numbered, just a base. I guess we'll sleeve them up. Maybe we'll sleeve up all these cards. So yeah, today is kind of a busy day for me. I'm recording this well before you're going to see it because I'm really queuing up my videos to get to the daily, video post. But anyways, on the day I'm recording this, I'm preparing to fly to San Diego, where I'll be playing in a tennis tournament, a doubles tennis tournament. Ooh, nice orange pulsar. So I gotta get, a bunch of stuff ready. There we go. Victor Wanyama base. So that's the card you want parallels of. This one's kind of off center. I feel like I looked these up. The price on these not too long. I don't know. I can't remember what they were, but I feel like it was like I thought it was pretty impressive. It's like maybe $20 for for a base draft rookie card is pretty dang good. You get parallels. That's then you're in business. But Leaky Black. That's quite a name there. Dylan Mitchell. Well, I guess we probably are going to get 4 autographs. Wow, we got 2 orange pulsars in the same pack. What are the odds of that? That is pretty cool. These are numbered to 49. It looks like Iowa State. Well, I hope he's good because that's a pretty low numbered auto. Yeah, pretty cool. Justin Edwards on the silver. Another hyper, Jacoby Walter. I think I'm going to do this one. Jason Tatum Fearless. Insert. Silver Prizm. Not a bad looking card there. And now we're hoping for kind of a top guy, Tiger Campbell. I think he's actually pretty solid. Number to 49. Second in school history with 655 career assists and 88 career doubles in the NCAA double tournament. Okay, so he's a good passer, I guess. But I feel like I've heard his name before. I've watched like a video or two of this product being opened. So that might be half decent, but might not be. Alright, hope we can get some color. Hope we get a 4th auto. Yeah, it looks like it's 1 per pack, so 4 autos. Strangely, they did not. Okay, this is like so weird, right? So it says find 4 silver prisms. Like, why would you say that? Because silver prisms are the least interesting thing in here. As far as parallels, there's a ton of colors, so they could have said, like, find 10 prisms. And because there's 4 autos, I sort of wonder if there was some kind of like error in the design department, and they're supposed to put find 4 autographs. Why wouldn't you say that? I mean, I also think there were more than 4 silver prisms, but maybe there were actually just exactly 4, like 1 per pack. So this is so weird. I don't get why they didn't put 4 autos on there. All right, Grady Dick. Some color coming up. Desmond Cambridge. God, we pulled a. Oh, did we pull an auto? Okay, maybe we did not. Oh, yeah, we did pull an auto of him. Cam Whitmore. Jimmy Buckets base. Scoot Henderson. I think he's one of the top guys other than Wanyama, so I would have liked to have gotten a parallel or an auto of him. I'm gonna. Oh, I thought that was gonna be Wanyama possibly because I know he has like a. Horizontal card like this. Taylor Hendricks. So that is, so that's a hyper. I see a lot of hyper Prizm inserts, do you? There's a Jason Tatum hyper. We got another silver Del Curry. Father of Steph Curry and Seth Curry. Let's do our purple cracked Bryce Sensabaugh. Wait a minute. Wait a freaking minute. Look at this. What are the odds we get 2? So what's the deal? Because these both look like base rookies. Is one an image variation or what? Well, crazy. That is crazy to get those 2 cards, but I don't know. Hopefully he's decent. Both numbered to 1 for it. Alright, last auto. Our last chance. Let's see. I don't know. Let's just do it. Well, it's color, so that's cool. KJ Evans, college penmanship red to 199. So, yeah, another name I don't really recognize, but I will go look these guys up. Actually, maybe I'll do it on this video since we got some time. And kind of see where these guys land. I may sleeve up, well, I don't know, I might sleeve up everything else. I'll look up that Wanyama base too to see what those are going for. And of course, those are going to drop pretty rapidly as NBA products come out. I think Hoops is coming out fairly soon. So that's, you know, typically the first NBA rookie cards that we see are Hoops. Might look up Scoot just to see if those are like doing anything value-wise. Take these out to get sleeved up. They're like parallels or rookies. Alright, I'm gonna pause this to get my my windows oriented. If you don't mind. Alright, I'll be back. 1 sec. Okay, here we are with our little setup with eBay up and the card showing. So we're gonna go. Let's see how we want to do Prizm draft. Wanyama. See what these are going for. Yeah, pretty good numbers here. All these cards are going to be like $3 in about 6 months. There's a base card that's sold for $59, which I gotta say is nuts. I'm gonna list mine probably right away and try to get rid of it. There's one for $41 at auction, and then anything like color or parallel is money in the bank. I think these boxes cost about, I don't know, when they came out they were probably like $150. So $50 for a base card, you have a good shot. It is pretty dang solid. Alright, let's look up Tiger. Well, this auto went for $2.99 in a colored version, so that's about all you need to know about this. One's worth 0. Let's look up Bryce Sensabaugh. This auto in red went for 13, so I guess he's a little better than Tiger Campbell, who's apparently a heap of trash, unfortunately. Let's see if I can find this one. Exactly. Wow, okay, if it was auto, it would go for $5.80, so I guess it's probably worth it. Yeah, here's a horizontal card for $1, so this is pretty much trash. Alright, let's try Gabe Kalshur. It's funny, I'm nearly positive that the base Wanyama is going to be our most valuable card. But I feel like you have a pretty decent shot at getting maybe a parallel of him, you know, if you buy a couple boxes. So it wouldn't be a terrible There's a purple ice number to 99 auto of this card we're looking up. Sold for $4, so this one's a little bit rarer than that because it's numbered to 49. So maybe this is an $8 card. Right here, $8 auto. There's another Sensenbauer. We're not going to look him up. It's about $1, we'll call it. Let's look up Terquavion Smith. Yeah, garbage. A lot of garbage autos. Let's see. Well, that Mojo to 25 selling for 20 is promising, but here's a orange Pulsar number 49 that went for $10. And this blue is number 2, $2.49. So I don't know. It's probably like a $2-3 card. Not the best, but not the worst. All right, let's look up Desmond Cambridge now. Yeah, trash. This one will be interesting. I don't know, I'm guessing like $10. Oh man, terrible. Terrible. So these are numbered to like 149, I think. Yeah. So there's the purple ice auto went for $5. So this is probably a $3 card. And this is by the way, this is sort of the nature of draft products. You know, every year there's about 95% of the players in a given draft are just absolute clowns. And in terms of hobby value, I will say they may ultimately, well, a good number of them may, well, maybe not a good number, but a much higher percentage than 5% of them will end up being, useful NBA players that, have semi-decent careers, but very few will have any value in the hobby because there's, a lot of trash players that get drafted or that show up in this product. So another trash auto right there. I don't even want to look up people I haven't heard of at this point. The double Sensenbauer. Did we look up Sensenbauer before? I feel like. Oh, am I going through stuff I've already looked at? I think I am. Yep, I am. Right. Oh man, is that okay? Okay. I don't know, I'm not sure what I looked at, but I'm just going to skip ahead to, I already did Wanyama, so Scoot Henderson, I think, is the last guy. Just leave him up. Last guy to look up here. Alright, well, there's his regular vertical card, $3. Let's see any horizontals yet, but it's silver, or no, hyper and silver are like $2 and $4 cards, so yeah, not really any value in Scoot stuff, looks like. So maybe he'll have a, fast start to the season, although I haven't heard anything about him, so I don't know if he's even playing right away, but let me see here. Go back to this. Yeah. Okay, so well, that was interesting. I mean, really, what you're opening something like this for is to get one of the many color cards in here. In a Victor Wembanyama is pretty much the goal. If you get an auto of Victor Wembanyama, then you're really playing with power. Everything else is just kind of an interesting sort of sideshow, and basically has no value. Maybe some of these guys will blow up in the future, and there could be some value at that point. But for now, it's basically Wembanyama or bust, or like Scoot, parallels or bust, and that's kind of how these draft products work. So not a big surprise there, but it's kind of a bummer not to get anything but a base Wembanyama. But I will say, if we hadn't gotten that Wembanyama, we'd really be struggling to pull value out of this thing. So, still, I think a pretty fun rip. So much color in there, and 4 autos is fun. So, you know, probably open 3-4 boxes. You're gonna get something pretty nice. But I don't think I'm gonna probably try any more of this. So hopefully y'all will get those hits. All right, have a great one. We'll catch y'all later.